Hi, welcome to Sharing with Susan B, telling stories from the heart. We're looking to inspire, telling stories of struggle, vulnerability, and lessons learned. Hi, I'm Susan Blaine and welcome. I'm here with Karla Briones and I'm really excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Because she's a serial entrepreneur. I love your title, owner, founder, mentor, boss lady, and partner.
All
of the above. But she really is a serial entrepreneur. You can learn about her at KarlaBriones.com. We'll have that website for you. Actually, at 6 years old, you were an entrepreneur. You were a candy seller empress.
I had my empire.
And you painted t-shirts and sold them at 8. And then at 9, you created hair bows and sold those. So you were well on your way, right?
Yes, I just love I just love being able to have something, create something, and then just put it out there for somebody to love it and then buy it.
And then, yeah, and then get money for it. So your education was at Carleton University, BCom in journalism, postgrad in public relations at Humber.
That's correct.
Telfer School of Management presently for digital marketing.
I'm doing that right now.
Good.
Yes.
You also have several businesses. You have Global Pet Foods in Canada and Hinterberg right now. Mm-hmm. You had Frida's Attic, which you sold your shares in.
Correct.
And then you have a Freshie.
I do.
Store in Westboro, so that keeps you busy. Karla Briones Consulting, because it's something that you're really passionate about. So tell us about this new venture.
Yeah, so Karla Briones Consulting is basically business consulting for people that want to open up their own businesses. And my soft spot, so I like helping any aspiring entrepreneur, but my soft spot is definitely newcomers. So it's immigrants to Canada that have been here for not a long time and they want to open up that business, but they don't know how to.
Yeah.
And they just need someone to take them by the hand and show them the step-by-step process of doing that. The biggest struggle I've had in business was how to, because I started my business, or the first business that I started, I was also a new mom.
Wow.
So the biggest struggle was how to go through that learning curve of becoming an entrepreneur and learning things that I had no idea, payroll and accounting and all of those stuff, but also having a baby.
Jeez, so big, Karla.
So it was definitely a struggle being able to marry those two together and do it right. And at the beginning, I failed miserably. I mean,
Good.
Yeah.
Right?
I failed miserably, and I felt that I was such the worst mom in the world because instead of being at play dates, I was doing inventory stuff in my store and feeding my kid in between clients and bringing the kid in my carrier. So I just, as a mom guilt too, it's just I think it comes, it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
And then trying to be a good business owner as well, and a good mentor, and a good employer, and a good leader, so on and so forth. So I failed many times at both. My kids are still alive.
And they're great.
Which is awesome. And, and the businesses are still thriving.
And you're demonstrating, right?
Yeah.
You're demonstrating. There's no set rules on how to be a good mom. Just be there, love.
Exactly.
Demonstrate by good behavior and failing and teaching
exactly. And it's funny
way.
because there's a little story where I remember all of my staff were sick that day, and it was the busiest day of the year, and my kid obviously got sick, and it was a PD day, so I had to bring her to the store, and it was the busiest day in terms of customers, and I'm having my 4-year-old help me bag stuff, help me punch in the cash, and I'm like, oh my God, I am the worst mom in the world. And the other day I was talking to her about this day, and I said, you know what, I'm really sorry that I brought you into this situation that day. Do you remember? She's like, Mom, what are you talking about? That was the funnest day of my life that I can remember.
Exactly.
Just like, oh my God.
So we torture ourselves.
Yes.
It's not their experience or perception at all.
Exactly.
It must have been a really cool day for her,
It was. So the personal struggle would be how to be a very strong leader and be strong in business and whatnot, but also be feminine.
Yes.
Also wear that crown, and being able to connect with your emotions, connect with your vulnerability, and still be a very effective business owner, an effective leader. But not being afraid of showing your vulnerability and looking at your vulnerability as a source of strength.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes, it's so true. And that's why I'm doing this series, to demonstrate exactly that. So I'm really glad that we're talking about that.
If I share something, then other people will feel empowered to it's okay. It's okay to share, and it's not weakness. It shows strength. So it just becomes this domino effect that affects people in my belief, in a positive way.
100%, and that's what I love about doing this. And this we're part of a movement in that direction, right? It's empowering others with the truth, keeping it real. Vulnerability is powerful, and it's inspiring.
Absolutely, and it's also good for business.
Yeah, it is. It's great marketing.
It's really good for business.
Now, what advice from all this that we've talked about that would you give to your younger self?
Well, now that we're talking about this, is that it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel sad and to cry. It's okay to be angry and to feel that anger and talk about it. It's okay to be.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to just do
hide.
and hide, exactly, with all
pretend
and trying to accomplish, but really, what are you feeling inside? It's okay.
It's okay. It's part of the human experience, and it's so powerful when we can showcase that, when we can express that. It's natural.
Absolutely.
The other isn't.
Yeah, but I guess when you grew up in a situation where it's so male dominated, it's frowned upon. It's a learned behavior, right? So I'm unlearning all of those behaviors, and I'm learning to do the natural thing.
That's right. I love that. So we talked about what's next. You're consulting for new immigrants, which is really exciting new chapter for you. Let's do some rapid fire questions. Some fun. Learn a little bit more about Karla Briones. Who's your favorite superhero?
So it's not a superhero. It's a princess, and it's a badass princess, and it's Merida from Brave. You know, curly,
gorgeous.
messy, gorgeous hair, bow and arrow, and goes after bears, and it goes against the laws of the kingdom, and it's awesome.
She is a superhero.
She is, in my eyes.
What's your favorite food indulgence?
Tacos, but the real ones. So I'm from Mexico. The crunchy stuff, that's not real tacos. So it's the corn tortilla, nice and soft and warm. It's like bendable, and then you can put the little salsa and the lime. And
do you make them yourself?
I do. I do.
I'll
not as good as my mom, though. But
I'll look forward to an invite.
Yeah.
Someone you admire?
My mom.
Yeah.
My mom. So we came from Mexico when my parents were in their late 40s. I was 18. And she was a school principal over here. Obviously, her credentials were invalid, so she had to reinvent herself. And she ended up going and studying to become a laboratory technician, which is something that she was always interested in. So there were times where both of us were studying. I was studying for my university courses, and then she was studying for her exams to reinvent herself, and eventually she did. So very inspiring.
Very inspiring, and it just goes to show you're never too old to dream a new dream.
Absolutely.
Right? Something that not too many people know about you.
So I was a semi-professional ballet dancer.
Wow.
Yeah. So in Mexico since I was 3 until 18, and I used to train quite a bit and present and audition and whatnot. And that was my dream, to become a professional ballet dancer. But then I busted my knee.
That it taught you?
To reinvent myself.
And a lot of discipline, I'm sure.
And a lot of discipline.
How about a favorite movie, book, or quote?
So in speaking with vulnerability, right now my favorite one is The Gifts of Imperfection from Brené Brown. And every time I open that book, there's a tidbit that I can action right there, and it always leads to good things.
Oh yeah, we love Brené Brown.
I know.
I'm reading Daring Greatly right now.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah, it's the next one after this one you can read. What's something that always makes you smile?
My kids laugh, and actually any kids laugh, but particularly mine, because I'm very biased. But it's like those laughs where they're just like the belly laugh, where like their whole bodies are moving because they're laughing so hard that like automatically 100%, doesn't matter what crappy day I had, it always makes me smile.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's your definition of success in one sentence?
When you use success to lead, inspire, and help others.
Yeah. That's
Absolutely.
what it's all about. I think it's our obligation.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I think that's a true definition of success and a true definition of leadership.
Yeah, I agree. And you're doing that, Karla Briones. KarlaBriones.com. You can find her on LinkedIn. You can find her on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I love her posts. Follow her. And thank you so much.
Thank you
for participating in this. And on your next chapter.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the invite.
Thank you.